Good day. New type of drones in Russia, Yugoslav scenario for Ukraine, Armata tank. December 25 was not rich in rumors, gossip and insiders. Gossip. The source reports that the RF armed forces are preparing to use a new type of UAVs in the Ukrainian crisis. There is information from the GUR and the SBU that the Russians will have combat UAVs. For the last 10 months, developments have been going on in the design bureau. These UAVs will be able to enter the airspace of Ukraine and deliver pinpoint strikes against targets identified in real time. Carrying both missiles, bombs, and other guided and unguided warheads. Most of all, this will affect the front line, where the targets will be air defense installations, MLRS, radars, artillery crews, etc. At the moment, there is no information whether this UAV prototype has been sent into mass production, but some copies have been seen and, as they say, tested on the southern, northeastern and central sectors of the front. There are no exact characteristics of this UAV. There is a risk of these birds appearing in the game, which means that it is extremely important for Ukraine to get now as many mobile air defense, radar stations, etc. as possible. Analysis. Analyzing the entire credit line allocated by the West for Ukraine, we come to a simple conclusion. Ukraine is given exactly as much as it needs to exist here and now, in order to harm Russians as much as possible. The partners do not have a goal, to fill in a bunch of dough for the victory of Ukraine. Money is given to solve current problems, as well as weapons are transferred so that the armed forces of Ukraine can only restrain the RF armed forces. The conclusion here is simple: Western players use the Ukrainians and their patriotism as long as it is beneficial for them and as long as the interests in the game coincide. But you have to pay for loans, how will they take the debt? Gossip. Layout. We'll tell you some unpopular rumors. The West does not need all of Ukraine. They smoothly pursue the goal of destroying the entire infrastructure base and destroying cities due to hostilities, which will then merge Russia, exchanging profit for themselves for some kind of partition of Ukraine according to the Yugoslav scenario. The Russian Federation will get the ruins that will serve as an anchor for their economy. Perhaps Ukraine will eventually be cut into 3 or 4 parts, it's just that they don't tell you about it now, then you will stop participating in their game. For the West itself, it is not beneficial for Ukraine to win, receive an image, money, reparations, possibly new territories, thereby becoming a major European country with the potential to unite others around itself, which in the future may already threaten those who now nourish it. They are now barely trying to break up and weaken the EU, why should they again create a problem for themselves in the future? Western partners have the task of splitting large countries into small ones in order to control them like puppets, divide and rule. The best thing for partners is the collapse of Ukraine and Russia together and immediately into several dozen new small countries. Here they are gently playing their game, adding a little bit of fuel to the fire of the Ukrainian crisis, allocating to Ukraine only as much as it needs for the smoldering conflict. It is worth once and for all to understand a simple formula: Western Partners is not a charitable organization, but a corporation whose goal is power, money, control and complete dominance over everything. Inside. The source said that information about the fall in GDP and other economic indicators is significantly underestimated in order to create the illusion of relative stability in the economy. Despite the first pre-war months and the work of strategic enterprises until October, the latest missile attacks on critical infrastructure brought down our economy. The real decline at the end of the year reached 60 to 70%. Press. The White House is ready to transfer one Patriot battery to Kyiv only after it is possible to train Ukrainians to use this technique, writes Politico. Training usually takes 6 months. Again. 6 months later. One battery. Moreover, the old version. Russian Telegram channels publish videos with new Russian T-14 Armata tanks undergoing combat coordination at one of the training grounds. And they assume that these tanks may soon be on the front line. Previously, Armata did not participate in the battles. See you soon.